Aim and Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm back with a movie review now, a little late to the game. But you like tried to do movies at noon, but boy, I was up late last night. Oh, and the live stream ended after 5:30, and boy, it was a long night. I'm sleeping in, so this probably won't go up till maybe 1:15, 1:20. Now, I want to review two movies that escaped me. I mean, because there's always like going to be some movies that, you just missed. And you always wanted to see them. And then you finally get a chance to see them, and it's cool. Now, there's an Adam Sandler movie, a couple of Adam Sandler movies I want to see, like Zohan and Click. They're both on Netflix. I'll probably watch them sometime. There's two 80s movies I want to, one rewatch, one watch for the first time on Prime. I'll probably do that and do a big 80s review. Maybe I'll do that for tomorrow. That'd be nice. I want to review Semi Pro and Cop Out, the Kevin Smith movie. Now, Semi Pro was a Will Smith movie. I heard, but this was a long time ago. Wasn't it 2006 it was made, or 2008 or something like that? I remember it was viewed on what is it? Ebert and Roper. I think they reviewed that. Because I like Will Smith movies, and I've seen. I mean, I watched a couple. I really like Step Brothers and the other guys. I saw that. This is based on a true story. About Flint's basketball. They had something called the ABA, American Basketball League, that was very popular in like the '70s and stuff. And then I guess there's going to be some deal where the NBA is going to absorb the American Basketball League is not going to be on anymore, and there's like they're going to have take like 4 teams for the ABA to the NBA. I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but I mean, it's interesting. And and they was like, well, why don't we make a competition? They were trying to go for fourth place, and it was Jackie, the Flint Tropics. I think it wasn't Flint. I guess Flint had a team, but they weren't called the Tropics, I guess, in real life. And Jackie Moon was played by Will Ferrell, living off the revenue of one hit wonder called "Love Me Sexy." He made his own basketball team. He was like doing all this bizarre self promotion and stuff like that. He had one with this guy who was going to do a shot from all the way across the court, win $10,000, and he thought no one would have that shot, and he did it. He said, "Oh crap, I don't have $10,000." Then he gave him that giant check. Um, but it revolves around him and the team, and Woody Harrelson's in there. They get him from another team to help whip them into shape. They were like an underdog. It's like mostly comedy and some sports stuff. It was. I talked to John. John said he might have seen it probably one of his lesser movies. I kind of agree, but I mean, it still had some funny parts in it, but a lot of hit and miss stuff. Because I like with Step Brothers and the other guys, and Talladega, those were fantastic. You get those like a 10 out of 10. But this one, it was still likable. The comedy was hit and miss. There were some parts that really missed. But there was still a decent amount of stuff that made me laugh. I give it a 7 out of 10. It was alright. Now, the other one was Cop Out, the Kevin Smith movie. Now, I remember seeing ads for it, and I wasn't really that crazy to go see it. The critics hated it. I know my sister and her husband went to see it, and I don't know if they liked it or not. I don't think or they were indifferent about it. And John said, "Don't bother watching it." I mean, I saw it was on Netflix, so I want to watch some of it. I haven't seen a cop, but well, except for the other guys, I haven't seen a cop buddy movie in a while. I thought I was in a mood to see one, and boy, did this movie suck! It sucked bad. I mean, not one thing was convincing. Well, let me. I'm getting ahead of myself. I read Kevin Smith's book a few years back. It was like, should I say, or something like that. They had to bleep out the one, or tough shit, or something like that. They had to bleep out the S word on it because he curses a lot. And the story behind it was really interesting. The story behind it was more interesting than anything in the movie. He talked about whenever, I mean, for the Die Hard movies, I've seen like the first four. I think there was a fifth one I never saw. I can't remember what it was called. I saw the, I first saw the first three. Saw two. I saw the second, third one in the theater. And I saw when they had the PG-13 rated one come out. Dad bought the DVD, which was the R-rated version, well, barely R-rated version, but you know what I mean. A little bit something might have one or two F words that gave it R rating or something like that. And I liked the movie, and Dad did too. Kevin Smith was in it. And in his book, he said like Kevin Smith was a big fan of Bruce Willis, and it said Bruce Willis and him were buddies on the film, and he's like, he went out with his dialogue, and Bruce was like, well, let's go wrap the director and tell him, or something like that. He was like stood by the cast and crew. He was a great guy. That's what he said. So he couldn't wait to direct him and cop out. And he found it was the exact opposite. He didn't want to do nothing, and he pretty much had like a hate relationship with his fans. That's why I found out, because I never knew this till I read his book, that Bruce Willis was a pain in the ass to work with. I never knew that. He must have been during Death Wish, because he was really bad in Death Wish. But I like Death Wish a little bit better than Cop Out. A little bit. Yeah, just like in the 90s, I can't remember when I found that I started hearing I was saying that Chevy Chase was a complete jerk to work with. Complete jerk. I didn't know about that till way later. It might have been whenever his talk show was on and failed that he was a jerk or something like that maybe. Or like a year or so after, I started hearing the rumors that he was horrible. And then Sylvester Stallone said he doesn't want him. No, that was Bruce Willis. I saw how he was on Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, starting a fight with Steve Bochco. I'm getting off track though. But Kevin Smith did a whole big story in that book about it. I thought it was far interesting than the movie. Just like I sent my buddy John a video about 10 amazing facts about the Langoliers. And then John commented and he said, I know he didn't like the movie. My dad and I liked the movie until they started showing the special effects were a big letdown. And John said he didn't like the movie though. I said, well, yeah, but the video was interesting, which is true. Just like I was a completist to watch like the slasher films of the 80s. I watched, there was a whole bunch of Siskel and Ebert, something about a whole bunch of the Dogs of the Week, which I was very grateful for, because that was my template to find out about some of these horror films you might not know about. And there's one slasher movie I never heard of called Madman. And I saw it, and it was absolutely sucked so bad. And then someone commented, you should watch a documentary about it, it's way better. And it was really interesting and fascinating about such a crappy movie. So, information about it is probably more interesting. Just like I hated Alien 3. And I got some 20-minute thing on VHS. I bought like the Alien Collect just 1 and 2. And then it had like a third one, which was like a 20-minute thing about Alien 3. The 20th thing Alien 3 was far more entertaining than the movie. Well, anyways, I'm getting off track. Kevin Smith said he hated working with Bruce Willis. And this movie really sucked. Nothing was convincing. Nothing was funny. Because, I like a lot. It was probably like a throwback to 80s cop movies. I just saw one with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, the other guys, and that movie's fantastic. That was a great movie. The action scenes worked. It might have been a little convoluted, and the comedy was really funny. This one, nothing worked. The only time I laughed was they had Stifler was on it for a second as a thief. I think they shocked Bruce Willis or something like that with a taser, and he couldn't get up and goes, oh, and then he said he had a gun. So he had a gun, and he's like dead, all paralyzed from that, right? And the guy said, oh, Sam, or something like that. And then Stifler said, Sam is someone else's name. I laughed at that. That was it. I thought Yoga Hoser sucked. But in a way, this one sucks more because there's a lot of potential there. He had a budget and stuff, but it was really awful. I give that a 0 out of 10. I really hated it. So, I hope you liked this review, everybody. Till next time, please. Take care, my legion.